All right, guys, somebody just said some terrible stuff or posted some terrible things about you on Facebook. They're calling you a child molester, a rapist, some sex offender, a sexual batterer, any number of horrible things about you personally. And guess what? None of them are freaking true. They're all absolute lies. And from this, you're wondering, what can I do beyond just defending any criminal allegations that come out? Can I punish? Can I hurt the other person by suing them for defamation? Can I help to claw back and reclaim everything that I've lost through these false allegations? My reputation, my job, my family, status in my community. Can I sue for defamation? All right, guys, my name is Lee Berlin, and all I do every day is defend individuals charged in criminal court with sex crimes. But I will tell you, beyond how much is this going to cost or am I going to go to prison, one of the top questions people ask is, can I sue that son of a bitch for lying about me, for ruining my life? And the answer is yes. But not every time should you sue. So today we're talking about defamation, and there's really two types of defamation. There's libel and there's slander. So libel is the written word, what you see in a Facebook post or in the newspaper or online somewhere where someone's actually written out, this guy's an effing pedophile. This guy raped me. This is a horrible person. And slander is when it's spoken orally to someone other than you. So if they're talking to someone else and calling you these names and things, and it's not true. So one of the things that a lot of clients don't realize is that there is a very short, what we call statute of limitations, meaning how long after the person has defamed me, slandered, or libeled me, do I have to be able to file a lawsuit? And the answer is 1 year. But where that becomes problematic is a lot of times there is a criminal case that's overlaying it. And so I will tell you in 100% of the cases that come in where the individual wants to sue, I don't do the civil work on these. I will only be defending you. That will be exclusively what I focus on, defending you in the criminal action. Now, I have a handful of some fantastic personal injury lawyers that eat this stuff up like a soup sandwich. Okay. So when we get in, if one of the very first issues that you have is going out and suing this individual, then what I would do, and no charge to you, is we're going to put you in touch with that individual. You're going to set a meeting. You're going to meet with them. They're going to evaluate your case. And what are they going to evaluate? Not only is there any money to recover, but what are the elements for a defamation lawsuit? So first of all, the statement's got to be false. Obviously, it has to be communicated to someone other than you. So if somebody calls you a name to your face, you're a rapist, you're a pedo, that ain't going to get it done. It's got to be to someone other than yourself. And it's clearly got to be about you. Okay? There can't be ambiguity about this. Lee is this, Jack is this, Fred is this. That it caused some type of actual harm to you, to your reputation, to your job, to your family, to your status in the community. And the person that made the statement failed to ensure that it was actually true. They maybe had heard it from someone else and just decided to spill this vile garbage out into the world about you. And they did no due diligence whatsoever to ensure that that hate that they were putting out into the world to hurt you was actually true. So beyond that, what are some of the other things you're going to consider? And you see this in the Can I Sue video that I produced. And there'll be a link to it here in the description if you missed it yet. But not every time, even when a guy has been is 100% innocent and has been falsely accused of this, do you want to sue? So we talk about that in the other video. But first, for you today, 1 year statute of limitations from when you find out about these allegations, when they're made, when they're put out there into the world. Come in, we're going to be defending your criminal case first. And that's the number one priority that I have. But we also want to think about your life after the criminal case is over with. And that's where that defamation lawsuit comes in. Now, just because you have to file it while the criminal case is pending doesn't really mean that we're going to be doing a lot of litigation on the civil case, because none of that matters if you end up going to prison for a crime that you didn't commit. So your number one energies and efforts are going to be defending the criminal case that's in front of you, defending against those criminal allegations. Keep your ass out of prison for the rest of your life, off the sex offender registry, and in your job, in your home with your children. Now, after we get you off of those counts, off of those charges, and you don't have to worry about that anymore, then you can bring your full energies and efforts to laying waste to the individual that tried to ruin your life. But again, that won't be with me. That will be with this fleet of other attorneys that we'll put you in touch with. Now, if you are a current client and you haven't raised this issue with me, well, you should have. We would have talked about it in our initial counseling session. We would have talked about it probably each and every single time that you've come in to meet with me, because you're chomping at the bit to lay waste to those individuals that are destroying your life. So we're going to take a two-pronged approach. We're going to put you in touch with a great personal injury lawyer that's going to go ahead and handle that for you, while at the same time, we're defending your criminal case. Now, all my energies and efforts over here, all of their energies and efforts over there. So can you file? Absolutely. You got a year to do it. We know about the 5 things that have to be present for there to be any chance for success in that defamation suit. And again, if you want to learn more about that, go ahead and watch the Can I Sue video. Now, if you are one of those individuals that has a false allegation against you, and maybe you went out there and you hired an attorney initially, and you thought that you just had to have anybody, and you've come to realize over time that that's the wrong lawyer for you, and this might be a better place for you, a place that all we do all day, every day is the one thing that you desperately need help with right now, pick up the phone, give us a call, set that initial strategy session, and let's see if we can turn this case around for you and keep you the hell out of prison. All right, this is Lee Berlin. Till the next one.